Are you guys ready?
I've been ready.
Are you guys ready? Yeah. This is your forecast.
Born ready. I don't know if I'm still protesting this, so I'm just going to protest for now.
Quickly.
So this is the...
Terrible.
So we should bet like a 2027 first round pick on it or something.
No.
I
don't even like betting like that.
You guys are going to have to bet something, like maybe next week you have to wear something. He's got like a bunch of Eagles jerseys.
Oh, yeah, dude. Loser wears a jersey on the next pod?
Yeah.
I would wear the jersey for the Super Bowl. I would do that willingly, though.
No, it's
a Commander
podcast.
jersey.
We're doing it on the podcast.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't care.
All right, so that's the bet.
I'll be on this shit butt ass naked. I don't care.
No, nobody wants to see that.
No, you're
I'll
gonna
do it. I'll
You're
do
gonna
it.
be decked out in some good Washington gear next time.
I don't know if we're the same size, brother.
Oh, I got all kinds of sizes. I got one size fits all.
I got a snuggie.
Yep. Could be out here in the snuggie with a beanie on. You'll be looking good.
So if the Eagles win, you gotta wear the. You're gonna feel it cool.
You can get me all you want. Yeah, but you're gonna feel it, Cooley. I'm telling you, you're gonna feel it.
You gotta wear the right.
No.
Yes. You're gonna feel it, Cooley.
I'll wear it.
Yeah,
You gotta wear the.
I got a Riley Cooper one.
I won't wear the Riley Cooper one.
So hold on, I was interrupting you, but you made a good point.
Okay.
But here's what I wanted to say. Okay. Let's get back to the Eagles Commanders. Where did that go?
I don't think I'm gonna talk about it.
Right,
I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get into it.
All
right, what do you think the biggest advantage Philly has over Washington is this week?
Quarterback.
I think a consistent defense. I think the Eagles' consistency on defense is been terrorizing teams in this. I think at the beginning of the year, people didn't understand that their defense was that good, and then and I think it's not just like, we're playing the Chiefs, so they're going to score a lot, or some team that scores a lot. Like, we're playing them, so they're going to. They just don't. They don't score a lot on us, and I think. I think we've already played the Commanders twice, and I think the second game was a little fluky with Jalen getting hurt. So I feel like it's all the signs are obviously pointing for the Eagles to win, but I hate divisional games, man.
You can never call it.
You can't call it a divisional game.
Never. There was a time where I literally said this season, after we played Dallas the first time, and I said, that is not a playoff team. They don't deserve to make the playoffs for losing that game. And here they are in the NFC Championship, you know?
I think I even said that I was done with the Eagles this year at one point.
What are they?
I don't care about the Eagles. The only thing I can hope for is that we do so bad where Nick Sirianni gets fired. That's the only thing I can hope for.
I'm going to be honest. I think a lot of Eagles fans are on board for that.
I'm done with them.
Why lose 2 games?
I think they did. I think they were like 4-2 or so 4-1 or something like that. I was done with them because they looked like last year Eagles, but it was probably like week 2 or 3. But,
I do agree that I think your guys' defense and just kind of the level that they've been at, especially in the playoffs.
But here's the other thing, though, is the Lions are supposed to have a good defense.
No.
They have a lot of injuries.
They have a lot of
injuries. Yeah. But also, like, at the same time, like, a lot of these defensive coordinators and stuff, your defense just gets good. Like, the Bills, why is their defense good?
Yeah, the Bills just always have a good defense.
It's because, they got good coaching. They just got a good scheme or whatever.
But I do think part of that goes to what you were saying about ball control and running the ball, creating less opportunities for the other team.
Yeah.
Like, that's the Bills to a T, right? Like, they're running the ball with 3 different running backs consistently and their quarterback multiple times per drive, like making sure they're chewing up some clock. Their defense just doesn't spend a lot of time on the field.
Also, what about playing in Buffalo? I mean, you're going to score less points being that, it's always going to be cold. And, whatever kind of wind they always have.
Well, that's the thing. I think where a lot of teams, they let Jaden Daniels run, where Eagles, both games, I think he might have had a couple breakout runs, but you could definitely tell they were making a good effort to keep him.
Well, the first game is he was coming off the hip injury and nobody thought he was going to play. Yeah. He only ran one time the whole game and he was just throwing balls into the dirt all night. Like, by far the worst game he played this year. The second game, it was a little more normal. Like there wasn't a lot of designed runs.
Yeah.
But he scrambled a good bit. I think that he is probably the only advantage we have in the game. Like I agree. I think that quarterback is the only spot where I think that we're a better football team.
And right now with the way the Eagles' offense is looking, it could easily be the same way that y'all did with the Lions. Because we keep turning the ball over, or just 3 and outs. Our offense just doesn't look good.
I do think that the only way we can win this game is if we come out the exact same fashion, where we're able to get a lead and take, the 6 carry drives from Saquon out of the equation.
Yeah.
Like, you can't have drives where Saquon is just beating you, like, relentlessly because we cannot stop him.
Yeah.
They will not stop him. He will have 200+ rushing yards if we don't score 30+.
So you're basically your strategy is to make sure Nick Sirianni says not to run the ball anymore.
Pretty much.
That's that's not very hard to do either.
No, Sirianni.
It's going to require some luck because, like I told multiple people going into the game against Detroit, that there was 0% chance we would force a turnover because we do not force turnovers. I mean, we had like 3 interceptions on the season, like 1 fumble recovery. Like over 17 games is obscene. Like it's awful.
Mm-hmm. Did you actually force any turnovers, or did they just
happen to you?
Hey, I mean,
they are called giveaways and they're called takeaways. So
right place at the right time, right? Yeah. I mean, that's part of the game.
Can we stop talking about Jared Goff being a fucking MVP candidate?
And staying healthy is a big part of winning championships.
Absolutely. And
unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like both teams are going to lose maybe a significant piece. Like, we lost Sam Cosmi, best offensive lineman. He tore his ACL last week. And that's our starting right guard, So Jalen Carter is about to just come in and feast on a backup. That's not good news. I don't know what the status of Quinyon Mitchell is. But he left the game with that shoulder injury. And
he said he'll play, but
that's good.
He's a big deal.
But I mean, between him, you guys lost Nakobe Dean, but that backup linebacker looked awesome against the Rams.
Warren Burks?
Yes, Burks.
Burks,
he like an absolute animal out there.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, this dude's a backup? Like, they were saying he played 1 snap on defense all year, and I was like, they have their best linebacker on the sideline for an entire season.
Yeah, and he's a hard hitter. He's like a big run stopper guy, so I'm cool with that.
Absolutely.
And Zach Bond's just playing out of his fucking mind right
Dude,
now.
all right, so what's the history on Zach Bond?
He played with Saints for 4 years and was a
I had
special
never
team.
heard of this guy until this year, and I remember
the
first game I watched it with Brandon, and I was like, dude, who the hell is this guy? And he was like, dude, I don't know, some new guy we signed. He looks legit. And I was like, all right, well, it's a one-off, people have good games occasionally. Like, good for him, it was on national TV. Like, that's cool.
No,
and then it was like every week he'd be like, dude, check out this Zach Bond highlight. And I was like, how is he doing this every week? Like,
yeah, it is crazy. I've always said that about a lot of players, though. Like, a lot of people just don't ever get a chance.
Yep.
And if you're a first round pick, you're gonna get a chance to be a starter.